with open hearts and open minds. First United Methodist Church in Pueblo, Colorado presents Hope and Coffee with Pastor Hugo Venegas.
Hi, welcome back to Hope and Coffee. It is Friday. Happy Friday. Today we are studying another benefit of wisdom based on Proverbs chapter 3. And we're going to be looking at verses 7 and 8 of Proverbs chapter 3 to learn what is another benefit of a life of wisdom. The insights of God applied practically into our daily lives is what brings us shalom. It brings us prosperity. It brings us well-being. It brings us peace. It brings us abundance. So we have benefits that wisdom generates in our lives, and we're going to study another benefit today. But before we do, let me ask you a question. Here is the question. This is a good one. Are donkeys really dumb? Yes, you heard me. Are donkeys really dumb? If you go to Google and you go in and you type in traits of donkey, this is what you're going to get. They're strong. Donkeys are intelligent. Donkeys are not easily startled like horses. You can spook a horse. You can't spook a donkey very easily because they are really smart and they have an extremely good memory. So they remember details. They're almost like an elephant. They have almost a photographic memory, and they remember things that they have seen 25 years down the road. So why do we call donkeys dumb? Well, donkeys are not dumb. Donkeys are stubborn. That's why they call them dumb. If a donkey doesn't want to do something, they're not going to move. They're not going to budge. And because of that, we have called these little creatures dumb. They're not dumb. They're stubborn. And this is what Google says, all right? Wikipedia will say this. It says, stubbornness that is developed out of a high sense of preservation. This is what donkeys have. It is difficult to force a donkey into something it sees as contrary to its own best interests or safety. You see, they are so smart. Donkeys are so smart that they dig in and they become stubborn and they're not going to move if it doesn't serve their interests or if it puts their safety in danger. And so, what is the benefit of wisdom and how does it relate to donkeys? Look at verses 7 and 8. It says, do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishments to your bones. So what is the benefit? Physical well-being. It says here that when we live wisely, that will bring health to our body and nourishment to our bones. So how do we become physically healthy according to wisdom? According to wisdom, for us to be physically healthy, we need to be smart as a donkey. We need to be smart as a donkey. Why are donkeys so smart? Because if they see danger, they are not going to move. They are not going to go in the direction of something that jeopardizes their safety or their best interests. So for us to be healthy, we have to be smart as a donkey. And that's what it says here in verse 7. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. So what does a donkey do? A donkey is going to see no evil. A donkey is going to do no evil. The donkey says that's dangerous. I'm not going to cross that river. The donkey sees a snake down the road. The donkey goes, no, you ain't going to get me to go down there. There is a venomous snake. And the donkey digs in because the donkey is like, I see no evil. I do no evil. So if we want to be healthy, we got to be smart as a donkey. And our culture today, we live in a crazy culture. Do you realize that with all this pandemic, do you know what's happening in our college campuses? People are drinking. People are doing the beer pongs, and they have no masks, and they're dancing around, and they're getting everyone sick on our college campuses. Why? Because they are not smart as donkeys. A donkey would say, see no evil, do no evil. You ain't gonna get me to go down that road. You ain't gonna get me to walk down there. You ain't gonna get me to walk across that river so that the stream will wash me down. And that's what the life of wisdom says. Stay away from evil. Don't get involved with situations where there is evil, there is ill will, there is intention for violence, there is intention for hate, there is intention to destroy, there is intention to bring people down. Don't get involved in that kind of a stuff. And it will provide us with health. And it's saying, don't be self-sufficient. Don't be involved. I remember I was reading an article, and it was a story about 6 soccer players that had won a game. It was one of the most important games of the season, and they beat a team that was undefeated, and the 6 players went out, 6 buddies, and they started drinking, and they started celebrating, and they were just having a good time on a Sunday night. And then around 10 o'clock at night, one of the players said, hey, let's take the party, because it's Sunday night and the bar was shutting down early. And he was like, let's take the party somewhere else. And one of the guys says, man, I don't know. It's kind of tired. We've had enough to drink. And the other friends, man, don't be a party pooper. Don't be a party pooper. Let's go. And he's like, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. And this one soccer player who was like smart as a donkey, he was saying, I'm not going to put myself in a situation that is going to be regrettable later. And he went home. And then the next day, the news broke on cable that these other 5 players were in a car accident, and all 5 of them were tragically killed. And only this one survived. Because why? He ran away from evil. He did not put himself in a situation that was going to jeopardize himself physically. And if we want to be wise, we need to ask ourselves, is this situation going to be a detriment to my health? If we are in relationships, we have to ask ourselves, is this relationship going to be a toxic relationship for my spiritual, my mental well-being? And if we are smart like a donkey, we're going to refuse to see evil, go where evil is. We're not going to go close to where that snake is. We hear the rattler and the donkey digs in. So how do we experience well-being and physical health? Be smart like a donkey. Be smart like a donkey. Dig in. Be stubborn. Don't move when you are going down a path. Let me tell you one more thing. If you are called up by an investor and he says, I want you to invest in this company, we're going to give you a 15% return on your investment. Just give me your $10,000 and you will see how that money, and there is something inside of you that is saying, my donkey says no. My donkey says no. If you are smart like a donkey, you won't make that investment and you won't lose your money. That is wisdom. That is wisdom. That is involving God, acknowledging God, not relying on our own instincts, and not putting ourselves down in a path where we could experience loss, physical injury, and things could go bad. So I just want us to celebrate this weekend, have a marvelous, marvelous Friday, and live your weekend being as smart as a donkey. This is Hugo Venegas from the First United Methodist Church in Pueblo, Colorado. God bless you.
Thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed our inspirational Bible study, like or subscribe below. Join us for worship online or in person. You can visit us at firstumcpueblo.org, or you can come by at 310 West 11th Street, Pueblo, Colorado, 81003. Give us a call, 719-544-1917, and join us again tomorrow for another inspirational Bible study. We'll see you soon.